Hi everybody, Cheaply Chic, welcome back to my channel. So today I would like to share a few journals that are going up in my Etsy shop. These are so cute to me. I absolutely love them. They were so much fun to make. I just want to share up front because I know some of you will ask. This is the book that I used. Most of the images are from this book. There are a couple other vintage school books that are in here, but the majority of my images are from Lucy Atwell's Goodnight Stories, and these pictures are super cute. She's an amazing illustrator back from my mom's childhood, and yeah, I just love these. They are mom approved, so I'm very excited to share them with you. So this is the first journal I'll share. It is the image that I put up in my Instagram. If you guys aren't following me over on Instagram, my name there is cheaply_chic_. I'll leave it in the description box down below so you can check me out over there if you're interested. So I used an image out of the book, lots of stitching. The words, it's funny because my best friend and my husband, who are very much the same, are both like, did you like pick the words? Do they mean something? Is it the title? And it's like, okay, well, it's hard to explain. I just liked them. Like, they don't really mean anything. I just liked them, so I added it for dimension. It is a storybook image, so I just picked a couple lines that I liked. This is some vintage ribbon that I had that my mom gave me, so I shared a little bit of that on the cover. The sides of the journals are full of lace and trims. There's little safety pins with some old buttons on here. I tried to pick old buttons as much as I could. There's a little pearl bead on that one. And then here's a pink safety pin with some buttons and pearls. So moving into the journal, this one, they all have pockets on the front and back. This one has the same storybook girl on here. And I just shared an index card here. This is a different book, but the pictures were really fun. So there's a couple of those in there. This is some graph paper that was actually, I saved a bunch of it from my daughter's elementary school days, my 21-year-olds. I'm sure they still use it. It's like, you know, an elementary school graph paper, but I thought that was a fun addition. And whoever gets this journal, just be really careful because these buttons, there's a couple of them that are actually stitched onto the paper with ribbon, so we don't want those popping off. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I did adhere a button to the front as well. And then on the back, there's a pocket here with some ribbon and rickrack. Yeah. Okay, so back in the journal, this has some lace stitched onto it. Here I just shared some ephemera. This was left over from my grandparents' business back in the day, and I just thought they were really fun. They are sticky, so I put them in a tea-stained paper envelope. But they're just funny, so I thought I would just include those because it's kind of the same era as the book images. Stitching on the pages. I didn't really do any stamping in this book, so I did lots of stitching. Another pocket, and then these are just some journaling cards that I had from a paper stack. The paper stack is called Sweet Girl. I picked it up at Tuesday morning, so I just like the images and the ways that they matched. There's another page, and then tea-stained paper, of course. This is a pocket here that I just have an old flashcard in. Now, these journals do have some book pages from an old book, and I used the months on them, so maybe you would save the journal to use during June and July. Maybe June or July is your birthday, like mine. Whatever, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't have to correlate with the month. So in here, I just clipped this book page, and it was from June, and it has icy flowers in the grass, and it's just attached to that page, and I've held it closed with a paper clip. So then I've just glued some trim here. There's some lace stitched on here with that button and safety pin. There's another book page. Here's some children's writing practice paper. And then here I've made a pocket out of this book page, and it's just a tuck spot. Here's that vintage game score sheet that I love so much. And then I just have some ribbon on some paper clip, some tracing paper, another little pocket. I just think that picture is so cute. And then this is just a journaling card. Here I've used some tea-stained recipe cards. You can take these out or you can use them. I just like the ways that the colors match the book. So I put them in the center of the signature. And then here in the center of the signatures, I've just tied in some more buttons. So they just kind of dangle there. Some more trim. And then here I just made a journaling tag. It has a button adhered to it. Another one of those book pictures. Some trim. Another pocket. Another journaling card. And then here is another one of those tip out pages. This was July. Pocket. Then this is one of my little envelope flip out things. There is a tuck spot here in the top with just a journaling card. And then here I just made a little extra journaling space with one of the big book pictures. And it just has some paper stitched to it. And I'll just stick that in there. Ribbon there. Okay, so book page, extra piece of lace here, and then there's that button with the safety pin. Another pocket, lots of writing space in here, and then another button stitched on. And then there's the back pocket. Okay, so this book has 28 pages in it, which is 56 writable sides. And, you know, with the book pages in there and everything, that's how many pages are in this book. I don't know why that's so hard for me to say, but this is the first journal. And here's the second journal, and I didn't mention it earlier. Obviously, these are Traveler's Notebook size journals, which measure 4.5 by about 8 1/4. The ruffles stick out quite a ways, but that doesn't affect being in your traveler's notebook. Now, it also is completely usable without a traveler's notebook as well. So anyway, I just forgot to mention that earlier. So here I've used this adorable image, and I did include her name from the story here. Just thought that was fun, and I love, oh my gosh, those little animals. I used a vintage button here on the front that I thought was pretty, and then there's some trim. Here on the back there's a pocket with some lace and rickrack, stitching on the sides, and they're very similar on the inside, just different book images. I love the back of that scrapbook paper. And here's that book page. Another button stitched onto that elementary graph paper. And here's the little button and safety pin here. Book page. This one is October and November. Book page here. Some tracing paper. Some pretty ruffle glued onto the side here. A journaling card. Another book page. And here, this was part of that story, The Princess Who Wouldn't Keep Still. And just a journaling card tucked in here. Then here is the tag that I made here. these little elves and bunnies. Attached a button here to the front and just some tea stain paper on the back. Those recipe cards again in the center and a couple buttons stitched onto the blue embroidery thread in the center. A couple more tuck spots, some of those old ephemera pieces there, game piece, journaling card, and more images of that princess, making a tuck pocket there. Paper clip. I liked these stripy paper clips. I thought they were kind of childlike, so that's what I used in the book. Some more of that dress paper, stitched on lace with another little safety pin here with a bead. And this book page is November. It's a little journaling card. And just an index card, tea stain tucked in here. Then this is the little booklet that I made here. It has the little mail boy on here, just with some tea stain paper. That transfer is crazy. Then just a little button stitched onto this paper again, and the book page. And pretty lace, and then the pocket in the back, and another pocket. So then this one, I loved this image here. So this one has a lot of yellow, green, blue going on, and it is the spring months, so I thought that was appropriate. Again, like I said, this one probably, the book page, Mummy took them one wet Saturday morning. I just like that. Kind of tells its own story. They have some trims down here, a little green button with some ribbon, some rickrack along the bottom, and then that blue trim across the top, and there's the side view. Just really enjoy those colors together. So then here's the front of the book. They're one of those book pages. It's a button stitched onto this graph paper. Bridget has a visitor tuck spot here. Stuck an index card in there. Another pocket. Lace, the safety pin. Then this one has the months April and May in it. Some trims along the inside here. Then here's another pocket, the flash card. Another pocket, just stuck an index card in there. The book page, she's so cute. Some lace, the safety pin. Center of the signature again with a couple buttons on the thread. And some more of that ephemera, the game page, the game scorecard, their book image, journaling card. Then here's the tag that is in this book of this scarecrow, the button attached here. Some green ruffle, another book page. Here's May. And I just put that journaling card in the tuck spot up here. And here's the little paper that I put in this envelope. So cute. It just has some stitched papers on here. Opens. journaling card. And the book page. The pocket on the back and the last pocket. There are 54 sides for journaling and pictures and things in this journal. And then the last journal in this set, this adorable image of these two little girls and the dolly. Just again, some random words that I liked here on the front. A couple trims here, stitching along the cover, this pretty trim here at the top. And then the back, here's another little pocket here. And then the blue and pink across the front. So then here's the pocket on the front of the cover. Got an index card in here. Book page. Button stitched onto the graph paper. Their journaling card. And just some lace across here. I just added a couple safety pins. A couple tuck spots. Have that vintage ephemera in here. Some trim. This one is August and September. Pocket here with the flashcard. Another image of that dolly. Tracing paper. Pockets and some trim. Another pocket. Book page. Then here's the center of the signature, and this is how these buttons are attached here. Then here is the other scarecrow tag with that button attached. Some pink ruffle and September. Just stuck that journaling card in there. And here's the little paper we made with this image. A few pieces of paper there. Flips out. Some lace with a safety pin and button. And then this button is attached to the back of there. And then the book page and the back pocket with an index card. And this journal includes 50 pages. Okay, so that is it for these journals, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. For anyone interested, my Etsy shop link will be in the description box down below. And thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed flipping through these journals with me, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!